Welcome back to Insight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
And I'm decked out for the occasion. I mean, really, you have to do that when you're in the presence of a genuine princess. Hi. We're going to be talking about the Oregon Dairy Princess Ambassador Program, and that's part of the Oregon Women in Dairy, or rather the Oregon Dairy Women. Am I correct?
Correct.
And we're going to learn some cool cow facts.
Yeah.
I love it. We have all this stuff, including our new jewelry.
Our cow jewelry.
That's right. You're not getting it back.
They count.
Would you please welcome Kiara Single, and she is the 2017 Oregon Dairy Princess and the head of the entire Oregon Dairy Princess program, Jessica Kliewer. Hi.
Hi.
You're head of it.
Yes.
Well, first, one of the things that you have been doing this entire year is going around making presentations about the importance of all things dairy, and making it accessible to everybody like us kids, to grown-ups who need to know more about it. But a lot goes into getting dairy products from the farm to your table. People think, no, we just go to the grocery store, right?
Correct.
A lot more to it, right?
There is a lot to it, yes.
Go start us out with a few cool cow facts.
Well, sure. You might be familiar with the big black and white dairy cows.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, those are the Holsteins. They're the most popular breed of dairy cow because they make the most amount of milk every day, which is actually about 8 gallons every day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's one. Another dairy fact is that baby calves, they will drink a whole gallon of milk. They'll drink 2 of these bottles in one day.
I love that bottle. Is that what they drink?
Yeah, that's what
That's
they drink
what they
out
drink
of.
from?
Yeah.
How big is the Oregon's dairy industry? Can you give us an idea?
Yeah, the Oregon's dairy industry there's 125,000 dairy cows all over Oregon.
Whoa.
There's 228 dairy farms that are family owned and operated. And from there, Oregon's milk is the 4th top commodity. So it is a really big part of Oregon.
Well, and that's really part of the pageant as well, is really a celebration of the family farms that these all come from, because a lot of these are not huge corporate entities. They're mom and pop operations that are run very professionally, and they move generationally down through the family.
Jessica, can you tell us just a little bit about what we've got here in front of us so that people know what we're doing? Both of you, give us, let's go. First of all, what am I wearing? What am I wearing? What's my cow jewelry?
Our cow jewelry. And so that's how we identify the cows on the farm. So every cow has their own unique number. And so every farmer, they know their cows, and it's really impressive when we go out on the farm tours because the cows are so excited as we take the tour to see their farmer. They love their farmer.
Like members of the family.
They are members of the family.
How cool.
Yeah. And sometimes, I've been out in the middle of the field with the farmer, and we're talking about, the land and all of the cows and all of the different things that goes into that process. And I'll turn around because I'll feel something on my back, and it's a cow licking me. So they're very friendly creatures, and it's a great life. It's very fun to see.
It's a great life being a cow.
It is a great life being a cow.
What do they eat? What are these things?
Well, different farmers will feed their cows different kinds of food, but a few examples. This one is cottonseed. It comes from the cotton plant. This is mixed grain. It's a mix of corn, barley. There's some molasses in it even to make it sweet for the cows.
I might try some of that. What's that?
This is actually straw. They don't eat this, they sleep on it. This is one type of bedding that farmers use on their farms. They can also use sawdust, and some farms even have water beds for their cows.
What in the world's in here? It looks more like a curry.
Yeah, this can look like a lot of things, but what it actually is a mix of different vitamins. And the farmers, they make the vitamins small so that they can mix it in with their cow's feed, and then they just eat all of that and get a good balanced diet every day that they eat.
And tell me about this. This looks like a cow
That was
ear.
Van Gogh the cow.
Van Gogh the cow.
Yeah.
It's a moving tribute.
But
Right. Sorry.
So this is another example of the cow jewelry or the cow identification tags that we take into the classroom for our presentations. So many farmers use identification on their ear tags. like this.
Let's talk about the pageant.
Yeah.
I know that, give us the order of events. In other words, you have to first be a contestant who has served a county, right, as its Dairy Princess?
Correct.
How does it go from there?
So at the county level, they come up with a speech and a commercial, and then they compete in that county. So if they win the title of that county, then they go on to being able to compete at the state contest.
Aha.
So our county crownings season is April through May, and then they prepare that entire time until January, and then they compete in January. So they also do give a speech, impromptu questions.
There's an interview with 3 different judges.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they do all of this over a weekend.
And then they give you more tips when you get to the state level, you know, when you're competing at that level, about how to groom yourself to make a good presentation?
Well, we actually start at the county level, so we start doing lots of training at the end of June. So we do all of the training with the county girls and the state girls, and help prepare them for their year as they're out in the public. So when they're out at fairs or giving classroom presentations, that they're able to feel confident in their skill set. And then when we get to Kiara's position as a state title, we also do some other training because she travels across the entire state.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How have you grown in your position here? What has it done for you, this being the actual Oregon Dairy Princess Ambassador?
Well, having this title, it's been such an honor, and I've gotten to have so many different opportunities. And throughout the year, I have grown in a lot of different ways, mostly in my ability in public speaking, and just having, you know, a normal conversation with a stranger. All of those different opportunities are just so helpful to, you know, just normal skills that you need.
Well,
Yeah.
and you really see it at the pageant where the year before, when you're getting crowned, and there's that whole thing, and then you see the Princess Ambassador come back next year, and she's the one's crowning, and it's hard to describe, but there's just a certain poise, a certain maturity, a certain presence, and adult and grown. It's really wonderful to see them come back, and yeah, and so.
If somebody wants to learn more about not only the Oregon Dairy Women, but also about the Princess Ambassador program, how do they get in touch with you?
On our website. So at OregonDairyWomen.com, you can learn all about the Oregon Dairy Women. You can learn about our Red Barn, which we're at the State Fair, and we serve our famous ice cream.
Yeah.
And then if you would like a princess to come out to your event or to give a classroom presentation, you can just click on the Princess tab, and then you can fill out the form, and then that gets sent directly to us, and then we schedule you from there.
Because there's also the, not first runner-up, what is the other?
First alternate.
First alternate. And then there's a number, then you also have a court of princesses as well, so.
And so they do lots of events around the state too, along with Kiara, which is really fun. She gets to help also with their training and help them with their skills. That's a big piece of it. So she has a lot of leadership opportunities, which is great. And then another unique piece of our program is they can have the opportunity to earn 12 college credits as an internship. So there's lots of opportunities and a really nice scholarship package at the end. So yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. Do I have
Thanks
to
for having
give this
us.
back?
The kids will be sad.
That's right. And thank you for joining us today on Insight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
We'll see you again.